Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I did all that in the wrong playbook, bro. I did all that in the wrong.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Oh, let's do this.
Topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. Ready. The ball moving down the field, though. Let's go.
And this drive will begin with a run from H.A. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Let's go.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it.
Let's go.
As this one's in the air. They We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Stripping.
That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring
Get another
stick
one, Eisen. Let's go.
Extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
You can run the ball all you want, bro.
Because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right back to A-Chain on.
Let's go.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys
good dive,
gets one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
It ain't lagging for me, bro.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Why is my flat wheel? Oh, I hate this. I'm gonna have to guard this for a second.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Are we watching the same game, Ralph? Because I'm a complete idiot. Just saying.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
20, TX.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
You gotta punt it, bro.
Looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. A big
I was going to try to get around right there.
57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Come on, you got to catch that, bro.
First down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
I didn't pick up the book
for the
there.
game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody
That's
up
okay.
front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Not only in
What
the
is
points
backpedal
category,
for?
but the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Why are they crossing my route, bro?
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And taken down just shy of the 40.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The New York offense taking
Looks
over
like Dylan
for their
won
next
against the Steelers
possession.
this week.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
He spun the wrong way.
Lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
I'd like to get this in field goal
Still
range
leading
right
10
here.
yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And he is going to go.
I had him.
He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I gotta remember to block that side. That's okay.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman.
Let's go, Hardman.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding.
I'm going to take my 3 here.
There on third. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Tua going to change the play. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I figured he'd run it there.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now that's the
Last time I played him, he ran it every time on third down.
First half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense.
I'm telling you, I've got a setup for this stretch he likes to do.
Pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well.
There we go.
And they did a
Put them
nice
on a
job
flat,
there,
slant outside.
and not giving ground.
I had a good angle there too. That's sad. I had him in the backfield.
9 yards.
The dive was kind of weak though.
They'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage.
I think I get ball at half too.
In this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I got something for that.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, the motion
He's still calling audibles.
late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll audible to something else. H.A. now up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down, here's H.A. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively.
My guy wouldn't
They
dive.
strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Out of bounds.
Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms
He's down
of
3 scores, so he can go for it, I
that's
believe.
frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Catch the ball, bro.
Incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Catch the ball, bro.
Complete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
I'm going to try something a little different here.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
No way he caught that, bro.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
That's.
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I should have highballed it. I should have highballed it. I just saw it was going to be open if I could get it over. I don't know why it's so low there.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll be out of bounds. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Achane, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
No way. How did he catch me?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
I'll explain it to you, Rodney, when we get in a party later.
EA Sports.
I just saw your message, bro. He really ain't been able to run too well against him.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably...
You want to guard the outside? I throw it inside.
Brees Hall, 79 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. The 2 is going to change things up. On second down, a run by H.A. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
I slanted the wrong way and I couldn't change it fast enough. That was my bad.
Here this afternoon. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Tua going to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And now an audible here into something else. In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll try and run it with H.A. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else in this game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
It's okay. I can give that up.
From 3 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation.
I played for the run there.
It sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
he came right off that block.
That was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he'll find Hall. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
So my guy got knocked down. That's
and not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
good job. That was weird. My guy got fucking laid flat on his face.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he's got this down.
We're in field goal range.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball again on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because we see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
I know I said I wouldn't do this the other night, Rodney, but I'm about to put on a conservative. I know I said I wouldn't never do this again, but I'm about to put on third.
Again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
We're okay with taking 3 here. We are okay with taking 3 here.
Down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
That was just a clock drive.
Certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a toss right side, A-Chain. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. On the toss, here's A-Chain. And he'll get him inside.
My guy was back there, bro.
14-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And this
We're there.
Incomplete. Too much
We're there.
contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to pass. Tua.
I'm there, bro.
Touchdown, Miami. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score
Just
game
go for the
here in
ball.
fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back.
Gotta go for an onside here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Oh my God.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Tua, fast pass outside complete. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now they'll shift things around. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua.
Give it here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be.
You ran that same play earlier.
Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they're going to speed things up here. Ball again on second down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
There on the tackle, Cam Smith. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
trying to get that XP, but I need that second touchdown, man.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua going to change the play. Tua under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So
Sent the blitz there.
Double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's... And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Turbo 2. Turbo 1. All right. Hey.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's a win here for the Jets. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Jets, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I mean, 21 carries. And he had 1 go for 40. So, take that 40 yards off. I'm good with that. 49ers. Okay, it's hotter than a bitch up in here. Did I turn my stream off yet? Probably not.